Well, I'm recording it. I'll
Okay.
share the screen. Okay, so 10 frases que en inglés de negocios que vas a escuchar en una oficina. Okay, let's begin, please. Trabajar en una oficina donde se habla inglés puede ser difícil si el inglés no es tu lengua materna. También si ya terminaste tu curso de inglés de negocios, puedes escuchar nuevas expresiones todos los días. Ok, entonces vamos a ver estas 10 nuevas frases. La primera, 24/7, significa continuamente o todo el tiempo. Please read the example.
Our lawyers are working 24/7 to crack the case.
To crack the case, amazing. 24/7 means todo el tiempo. I work 24/7. Okay?
Okay.
It's
What's the
like
meaning of
Spanish.
crack the case?
Crack, for example, desmenuzar el caso. Partir el
Okay.
caso. To crack. To crack. Okay, it is like in Spanish we say, estoy ocupado 24/7. 24/7. Pretty similar. The next one, we have the expression can of worms. Esta expresión es usada para describir una situación que puede ser peligroso o difícil. Casi siempre se usa la expresión con el verbo open. For example, read this sentence.
Let's not open that can of worms. It could cause a lot of trouble for us.
Yes, it could cause. It is like, for example, darling, I don't want to open a can of worms, but I found a woman's phone number in your pocket. Can you
Okay.
translate it? Open the can of worms.
Mm,
Dice, cariño, no quiero crear un problema, pero, okay,
mhm.
I don't want to
Can of
open a
worms.
can of worms. Abrir una lata de gusanos, can of worms, okay. Como que no quiero que te molestes, pero, okay,
Mhm.
like that,
Let's
can
not
of worms.
open.
And you use this when you work, okay. Next, up to speed. 1 second here. Yes. Up to speed. Up to speed, esta expresión la podremos traducir como ponerse al corriente. O sea, informarse acerca de algo. Usa esta expresión con la palabra get para hablar del proceso de informarte acerca de algo. Please read the example.
You'll need to get up to speed on the financial situation before you can make any important decisions.
Yes, to get up to speed on the financials. It is like ponerse al corriente. Yes, like catch up with.
Okay, get up to speed.
Catch up with something. Por ejemplo, si faltas al colegio, te tienes que poner al corriente. Puedes decir, I need to catch up with the lessons. Okay?
Okay.
But in this case, you say to get up to speed on on the financial situation. You got that one?
Okay.
Ponerse al
Yes.
corriente. Then we have the expression bottom line. Esta expresión literaria se usa para referirse a la última línea de un estado de cuentas donde si hay ganancias o pérdidas. También se significa la conclusión o el factor decisivo. Please read the example.
The bottom line is that we need to raise price.
Yes, el factor decisivo es que necesitamos elevar los
Raise
precios,
price.
la conclusión, the bottom line. You got that one?
Yes, got it.
Y entonces hemos aprendido 4. La primera es, do you remember?
Mm,
24.
24/7.
24/7, all day, every day. Can of worms. You use it
Yes,
with the
can of
word
worm.
open. Open.
A
Open.
can of worm.
Can of worms. Then we have up to speed. Get up to speed on something. Okay. The bottom line. Factor
The
decisivo.
conclusion.
La conclusión.
Mhm.
Number,
Okay.
number 5. Muscle. En los
Muscle.
negocios, esto se refiere a la fuerza o al poder. The company's success is due to their marketing muscles. Okay?
Okay.
El
Marketing
poder del
muscle.
marketing. Marketing muscle. Okay? You got one. A su departamento de marketing, más que todo. Es como si es su departamento. Yeah. Then we have the word brainstorming. Esta expresión es una lluvia de ideas, pero que puede ser usada como un verbo. En negocios se usa para generar ideas en un grupo. Please write the example.
The team got together to brainstorm the project.
To brainstorm the project. Brainstorm, crear ideas para el proyecto. You got that one?
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 7, networking. Así se conoce a la habilidad de conocer gente y aumentar tus contactos. El ser networked significa estar bien conectado. Please read the example.
The conference next week will be a good chance to do some networking.
Networking, ¿ok? Entonces, aumentar tus contactos. Tu
Okay.
network, promocionarte, cosas así, tu network. ¿Ok? Give and take. Esta expresión se usa en una negociación. Hay que llegar a un punto medio. Cada lado gana algo, pero también cede en otros puntos. Please read the example.
The final deal was a compromise. It wasn't ideal, but you have to give and
To
take.
give and take. Dar y tomar. Give and take. When you play Monopoly, cuando juegas Monopoly, usas esta expresión give and take. Give and take. Number 9, no win or win-win. Okay, una situación no win es cuando no hay un buen resultado para nadie y todos pierden. Y una situación win-win es todo lo contrario, donde todos se benefician. Please read the example in number 9.
Fair trade is a win-win situation because both producers and consumers benefit.
Yes, both of them. And push the envelope. Esta frase significa que hagas cosas inteligentes, creativas e innovadoras, que otros no han hecho todavía. ¿Ok? Push the envelope. Envelope es como sobre Manila. ¿Ok? Please read.
Okay. Our firm won't survive unless we are pushing the envelope.
Unless we make up with. Come up with. Come up with. Unless we come up with. Crear, ingeniar nuevas ideas. Okay, so pushing the envelope. Did you understand these 10 expressions, right?
Yes. What's the meaning of envelope? Just
Envelope, sobre Manila.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna show you a picture, I guess. That's one. Envelope.
Okay.
Sobre, but no me sale sobre Manila. That's one. Donde pones los documentos. ¿Se ve? Yep.
Yes.
Es un envelope. Because the other is a letter. Okay, did you understand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so vamos a empezar con nuestro. Todavía nos queda tiempo. 1 second. And okay. What I want you to do right now, vamos a recordar algunas expresiones que hemos visto de las primeras clases que quiero que uses ahora en la simulación. Okay, just give me a second.
Okay.
Empecemos aquí. Ok, entonces hagamos este pequeño review para el speaking. La número 1, ¿cómo digo? No recuerdo algo.
I have no memory.
I have no memory. Or
I have no recollection.
I have no recollection. Ok, pero cuando es de algo vas a usar la preposición of.
Of.
I have no memory of something. I have no recollection of something. ¿Cómo digo que no me sorprende o no es sorprendente para mí? ¿Te acuerdas?
It came as no surprise.
It is no wonder that it comes as no surprise to me. It comes as no surprise to me. It is no wonder that. Okay?
There's no wonder.
Representar o suponer, ¿ok? O suponer una amenaza.
Pose a threat?
To pose a threat. What else? To pose a risk. To pose a challenge. A challenge. Okay? Another expression that you remember?
Mm,
No me arrepiento en lo absoluto.
I have no regrets.
Have no regrets. Have no regrets about something, sobre algo. Okay? You got the one?
Okay. Regrets is always with about.
With about, of course. I have no regrets about forgetting about something. I have no regrets about. Siempre van juntos.
Okay.
Luego, ¿qué más vimos? Do you remember? By no means. ¿Te acuerdas que era by no means?
De ninguna
De
manera.
ninguna manera. Luego, ¿qué más vimos? Estar a punto de hacer algo, ¿te acuerdas? I am about to do something. I am on the point
Of.
of doing something. What else? Another one about to do something, on the point of doing something, right?
It's
Then what?
high time.
Es tiempo. Es tiempo de que hagas algo. ¿Recuerdas esa estructura? It's
Mhm.
it's high time you in the past you did something. Recuerda que tiene que ir en el pasado. ¿Ok?
Okay.
¿Qué más vimos? También vimos los impersonal passive, right? En lugar de decir people think you are intelligent or people think this sport, soccer, is the best. People think soccer is the best. You can say
Mm.
soccer is
It thought
is
to
thought to
be.
be the best. Yep, of course. What else? Conditionals, no? If I, if I were, I would, I would, right? If
Yes.
I, if I hadn't, if I hadn't done something, I wouldn't have. Do you remember that part? Yes,
Yes.
conditionals. Then what else? Another thing that you remember, pronunciation, of course. Ok, entonces ahorita vamos a hacer una simulación. Yo te voy a dar tu feedback de tu speaking. Ok, voy a anotar todas las expresiones que necesitas mejorar, qué palabras puedes cambiar, o qué palabras debiste usar, o cómo sonar más natural. Ok.
Okay. Perfect.
1 second. Ok. Any questions? No, right?
No, it's okay.
Yes. A continuación, como estamos solos, tú vas a hacer A y vas a hacer B al mismo tiempo. ¿Ok?
Okay.
En la parte inferior vas a ver letras. Dice A y B. Cuando diga A, hablas. Cuando diga B, hablas. ¿Ok? Cuando llegue
Okay.
un momento de discutir, solamente tú vas a dar tus ideas. Vas a fluir. Vas a hablar un montón. ¿Ok? Ahorita te explico. Cuando no entiendas, ponemos pausa. Dame un segundo. A ver, where is it? It is here. Mi curso definitivo. Yep. I'm gonna make it bigger. Recuerda que tienes que hablar. Ahí va a salir un timer. Va a salir un timer hasta que se acabe el timer. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Yes. Ok, entonces comencemos. 3, 2, 1. Voy a hacerlo grande. Ok, ¿me dices por favor si se ve? Can you see it? Sí
It's
se ve, sí se ve.
loading. Okay. Now
Now?
I can.
Now could you?
Yes.
Ok. 3, 2. Voy a poner al máximo volumen. 1 second.
Okay. I have to read, right?
No, you don't have to read anything. Vas a ver, ahí vas a hablar con una señorita que va a salir mi compañera.
Okay. Okay.
Vas a tratar de escuchar también lo que te dice, ¿ok? Te va a preguntar tu nombre, de dónde eres, por cuánto tiempo has aprendido inglés. Y yo voy a tomar apuntes, ¿ok? Para darte tu feedback, ¿ok?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Voy a compartir el audio. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Becca, and this is my colleague Charles. And your names are?
Hi, my name is Pedro. I'm from Peru. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. First of all, we'd like to know something about you. Candidate A, where are you from?
Well, last like I told you before, I am from Peru. I live in Lima, uh, and I lived here uh, all my life.
And what do you do there?
Well, I'm working in advertisement. I'm a copywriter, and in my free time, I like to play soccer with my friends. Well, watch movies
Thank you.
and series.
Candidate B, how long have you been studying English?
Hi. Well, I have been studying English since 2015, and I still learning.
And what do you enjoy most about learning English?
Well, I enjoy the opportunity to meet new people, to can have a good conversation with them.
Thank you. Candidate A, what would you like to be doing in 5 years' time?
Well, I have no hesitation that in 5 years I will be working abroad. Uh, I wonder if it is in advertisement too, because I like it so much.
Candidate B, do you enjoy listening to the same type of music as your friends?
Well, I like to listen to all kind of music, but some of my friends prefer to listen to reggaeton, and I don't like it so much. But I can listen to it, and I
Thank
don't
you.
have problem.
In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you 3 pictures. I'd like you to talk about 2 of them on your own for about a minute, and also to answer a question briefly about your partner's pictures. Candidate A, it's your turn first. Here are your pictures. They show people doing activities that can be challenging. I'd like you to compare 2 of the pictures and say why the people might be finding these activities challenging and which activity might give them the most satisfaction.
Ok, recuerda que debes escoger solo dos, las que tú quieras, y trata de responder las dos preguntas y al mismo tiempo compararlas. Ok. 3, 2, continúa, te va a
Okay.
dar un tiempo para que pienses, creo. 1 second.
All right?
Okay. Shall I start?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about the picture number one and the picture number two. Uh, well, in both pictures, uh, we can see that there are people doing like some extreme sports. And well, I think these people find these activities challenging because mm, these activities pose a risk from them, and some people like to have some risk to have fun. Um, and well, both activities are in the outside, so they look very challenging.
Thank you. Candidate B, which activity do you think is the most challenging?
Well, to my mind, the activity number one is the most challenging because uh, I think it's more problematic, and you need some. Um, you need to go far to find a place to practice this sport, and it poses a risk,
Now,
a big
Candidate
risk.
B, here are your pictures. They show people learning about the past. I'd like you to compare 2 of the pictures and say what the advantages are of learning about the past in these ways and who might actually learn most about the past. All right?
Okay, perfect. Well, I want to talk about the picture number one and picture number two. Uh, in one hand, picture number one, the advantage of learning about a place by touring in the place is like is that you mm, you see the things in first person, and the experience is different. And in the picture number two, you hear the the story from the words of an expert. So of them, both of those ways are have their advantage.
Thank you. Candidate A, which do you think is the least effective way to learn about the past?
Well, I think the least effective way to learn about the past, it seems in the picture number three, because reading books may be some uh, an old way to learn, because the I think the internet have more
Thank you.
answers.
Now I'd like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. Here are some special qualities or skills people might need to be successful at work nowadays, and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Now, talk to each other about why people might need special qualities or skills to be successful at work nowadays.
Okay. Well, to my mind, I have no hesitation in saying that have technological knowledge nowadays is super important, because basically because it makes you capable to do some stuff that nowadays the internet requires. And well, talking about communication skills, uh, I think it could be very important to make a good networking, and also to develop a good job in every kind of work. And well, um, if you talk about determination, I think it can be super important for any job, because you need to have determination and like what you do to do it great. And well, passion, it's also a great value, because I think if you mix passion and determination, you got a good result that can make you a good professional to do it great in any job, and be successful.
Thank you. Now you have about a minute to decide which quality is the most important for employers when they take on new employees.
Well, to my mind, I think to my mind, the communication skills are are paramount for the employees. And then the technological knowledge, uh, it's also very important to develop a good job in any area. um, well, I think both skills are the most important. to apply to a new job.
Thank you. Candidate A. Which is more important in a job? Qualifications, personality, or practical experience?
Oh, well, to my mind, I think the personality is super important to perform a good job. Uh, but how you perform, mm, I don't remember the third quality, but I think personality is paramount to perform a good job in any area.
Candidate B. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with candidate number
Candidate
A.
B.
Okay, hold on a second.
Candidate B. What type of jobs should be most highly valued and paid?
Well, what kind of job was, um, to my mind, the jobs that requires more qualifications must be uh, more must have a better pay because not everybody can apply to those kind of jobs.
Candidate A. What do you think?
I agree with
Life?
candidate B.
Do you think it's better to do one job all your life or to change jobs frequently?
Well, to be honest, uh, I think to do only one job in all your life may get boring you, may make you to get bored, but uh, on the other hand, I think that change the kind of jobs frequently could be uh, uh, could be problematic because you don't get um, I don't know, you don't get wise in one area, in one specialization. So I think it could be half and a half.
Should there be a compulsory retirement age or should people be allowed to work as long as they like?
Well, I think people should work as long as they like or as long as they can, because if you have like 80 years and you can perform a good job, why 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 don't let that these people uh, do their jobs? Uh, I don't agree with a law that that mm, that doesn't allow to all people to work in their old age, in an old age.
Thank you. That is the end of the test.
Right.
Nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna give you your feedback. Has dado.
Okay.
Ok, la próxima lo vas a dar conmigo. Esto es para que conozcan cómo es el formato. Empezamos con tu feedback. Ok.
Okay.
Lo has hecho muy bien. Eh, es como que, por ejemplo, has cumplido. Has cumplido. El vocabulario ha sido muy sencillo que has usado. Fue feedback general, pronunciación perfecta, errores de gramaticales hay. Las respuestas han sido muy básicas. Por ejemplo, en lugar de decir I don't remember, no es un ejemplo, ¿no? I don't remember, puedes haber dicho I have no recollection. A eso me refiero, que es muy básico. Pero has usado expresiones geniales. También hay mucha repetitividad de las palabras. Veamos. Ok, empecemos. Primera parte, dijiste like I told you. As no, you said like I told you before. Like I told you, right?
Yes.
Es más natural decir as I said before.
Okay.
As I said before. Como te dije anteriormente, as I said before, como te dije cuando te pregunto de dónde eres, ¿ok? As I said before. You got that one?
Yes.
As I said
As I said
before. Esto
before.
es como que muy Google Traductor. No. As I said before. Okay? Next, you say I work as a copywriter. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Recuerda que la palabra escribir se pronuncia write. No existe write. No es W, sino la R. Right.
Okay.
Entonces vas a hacer lo siguiente. I work as a copywriter. Okay? Or you can say I work like a copywriter. Okay? Work as, you say en calidad de. Porque lo eres.
Okay. ¿Y cómo dije yo?
No, tú dijiste I work as a copywriter.
Okay.
No dijiste ninguno. I work like a copywriter. Ok, tienes que decir asa. Asa.
Okay.
Ok, recuerda que es en calidad. Cuando usas like es como, pero no lo eres.
Okay.
You see the difference? For example, I work as a teacher because I am a real teacher. But I cannot say, oh, de repente estoy enseñando cocina. Well, I work like a chef. But am I a real chef? No. You see my point here?
Yes.
En calidad de. Ok, buen uso del presente perfecto cuando dijiste since 20, ok, muy bien. Luego dijiste I enjoy the sport. I enjoy the experience to meeting new people, okay? You say to meeting, no, es meeting. I enjoy the opportunity, this is what you say. Opportunity to meet new people, right? You said that, but the answer is I enjoy the opportunity. Okay, but you can say I enjoy meeting new people. Okay, meeting new people. Opportunity, because I have the opportunity. You have the opportunity. Okay?
Okay.
You don't enjoy the opportunity. Okay? It was weird. Okay? Suena raro. I have the opportunity to meet. Ahí podría ser. Okay? Algo que te cae del cielo es. Eres a heaven. Heaven sent opportunity. Okay? Heaven sent opportunity. De repente un nuevo trabajo. Oh, hijos de heaven sent opportunity. Algo que me cayó del cielo. Yep. Buen uso de I have no hesitation in saying that. En lugar de decir, por ejemplo, you were talking about marketing, right? And then you said, I like it so much. I like it so much. ¿Te gusta mucho cuando te veías en 5 años, 10 años? I like it so much. You can say, because I am in my element. When you are in your element, you enjoy what you are doing because you like it. You see my point? For example, you can say, well, if in 10 years I am in my element, I will be working, estaré trabajando for this company. Si sigo haciendo lo que me gusta, to be in your element. Okay? Then, when we were talking about music, you say, well, they prefer to listen reggaeton, but I don't like it, right? So
Yes.
you can say they preferred, you say they prefer to listen to listen to. You can say they'd rather, they would rather listen to, okay, or they would sooner listen to, okay.
What's the meaning of that?
Ellos preferirían, would rather, preferir, ok, they prefer, ellos prefieren escuchar reggaetón, they would rather listen to, ellos preferirían escuchar, they would sooner listen, ellos preferirían escuchar, sooner y rather are the same, ok.
Okay.
También puede ser they would prefer to listen to, ok, ellos preferirían
And why
escuchar.
with would?
También puede ir el would, puede ir.
Okay.
Puedes decir ellos prefieren o puedes decir preferirían.
Okay.
Ok. Yes. Si tú nunca te ves haciendo algo, puedes decir, well, I wouldn't be seen that doing something. No me veo, por ejemplo, cocinando. So I wouldn't be seen that cooking, you know? Because it's not my cup of tea. Because it's not my cup of tea. No es lo que me gusta. And I am not in my element. You can say, I am not in my element. You see my point?
Yes.
Or that is not really my element. Eso no es lo que me gusta. Muy bien, cuando comparas in both pictures, we can see extreme sport. You can say these people find these activities challenging. So you can say these activities are found to be challenging.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Try to use impersonal to sound like more like a native, more natural. Another one, probably you can say, for example, these activities. You said the one, pose a challenge to these people. You see my point? Representan,
Yes.
ponen en riesgo. Mucho to my mind. Veo que dices to my mind. Creo. Está bien que digas to my mind, ¿no? To my mind, puedes decir as far. Según lo que me concierte, según lo que sé. As far as I know, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? To my mind, as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned. If you ask me a question like that, I would say, y mientras tanto vas pensando, I would say de manera natural, right? To my personal experience, from my personal point of view, another word, okay?
Okay.
I strongly believe that these activities pose a challenge to these people because they are kind of interesting, they are kind of fascinating. Yep.
Okay.
Then problematic, una palabra súper natural y muy avanzada. Problematic, que te causa muchos problemas. Ok, 1 second, we're gonna stop here. Click in the same link para continuar con tu feedback. And the
Okay.
same link, in the same link.
Okay.
Okay. Then you were saying, for example, more problematic. Well, as I said before, that's great because that word is very advanced. Okay. As I said
Okay.
before, and it's like I told you, you know, as I said before, es más natural también decir as I said before. You say to go far to do these sports. Okay, you can use this expression. Now, whatever it takes to do something. Okay. Do you know
Right.
what does it mean? Do you know what does it mean?
No.
Hacer lo que sea necesario para. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo dirías? Haré todo lo que sea necesario para ser exitoso. I will do whatever it takes to be successful. Do whatever it takes. El verbo que se usa es do. Do whatever
Okay.
it takes. Okay? So probably if you want to have a great time, maybe they want to do whatever it takes to go that place. Hacen todo lo que sea necesario para llegar a ese lugar. To do whatever it takes. Or you can say no matter what. Sin importar qué. Sin importar qué. Por ejemplo, I will pass the exam no matter what. Pasaré el examen, pero antes de decir no matter what, tu oración está en afirmativo. ¿Ok? Voy a viajar sin importar qué. I will travel no matter what. No matter what. Or I will do whatever it takes to travel. Haré todo lo que sea necesario para viajar. Did you understand?
Yes.
Muy bueno, esto fue un poco complicado, by touring, cuando estabas comparando dónde se estudia mejor historia. By touring, you say, for example, by plus an activity, o plus a verb plus ing. Por ejemplo, I learned English by watching videos. By doing something, okay?
Okay, perfect.
By touring. Then you say words of an expert. That was great. Okay, instead of. You can say instead of. Instead of. Aquí, para que puedas comparar un poco mejor y suenes más natural al dar tus ideas, puedes haber usado despite the fact that, or in spite of, although. You can say, for example, despite the fact that you have a good connection, you have internet, okay? It's not the same that when you go to the place and you can see the things in first person. That's the word that you used, okay? See the things in first person. Despite the fact that although you are in the place, maybe you cannot find all the information. You can use your laptop to see the history or a video. Okay, despite the fact that tenemos que usar estos conectores. Tampoco vi un however. Sin embargo.
And what's the meaning of instead of?
En lugar de, instead of.
Okay.
Instead of, en lugar de. For example, en lugar de pollo quiero pescado. Instead of chicken, I want fish. Instead of. Then you say the least effective is picture number 3. Okay, reading book is an old way to learn. You can say, nowadays, reading books is considered to be an old way to learn. Reading books is believed, is thought. Many people would say, okay, that one, that's impersonal. Siempre que puedes usar impersonal, suenas más, como que más inteligente. Okay, con más fundamento. Es, por ejemplo, en una conversación casual tú dices, ¿no? Un reciente estudio nos dice que la viruela del mono es una enfermedad tal. Tú no siquiera has leído algo, pero al decir en un reciente estudio ya suenas como que eres más culto, que tienes más información. Okay. Luego cometiste un error, dijiste que the internet have more answer. The internet has. Un error, ¿no? Okay, has. Y después de more, el verbo, el sustantivo va con plural. More answers. Okay? Again, to my mind, recuerda que puedes decir as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, from my personal speaking, in my opinion, I strongly believe. If you ask me a question like that, I would say that. Okay, you can say, what strikes me about this picture is the fact that, por ejemplo, cuando salieron las imágenes de los deportes, well, what strikes me about the picture number 1 is the fact that I like extreme sports, and then compare. Suenas como lo que más me llama la atención.
What was the meaning of what strikes me?
What strikes me, okay, I'm gonna write it. What strikes me about the, puede ser picture or question, okay?
Okay.
Is the fact that, lo que más me llama la atención de la imagen o la pregunta, okay? De repente tengo una pregunta, hey, how do you see yourself in 10 years? ¿Cómo te ves en 10 años? What struck me about the question is the fact that last week I was filling out a form that has to do with that. I was thinking about that. Okay, lo que más me llama la atención es que completé un formulario sobre eso la semana pasada. Suenas más natural, okay? Puedes decir también, it just so happens that, da la casualidad que, Por ejemplo, de repente en el próximo simulation te digo, hey, what are you gonna do on the weekend? ¿Qué vas a hacer el fin de semana? What are you gonna? It just so happens that I have a party. You know, I have to travel to London probably. Da la casualidad que tengo una fiesta. So, voy a viajar a Londres. You can do that. It just so happens that. Then you have to have technology knowledge is super important. You said super important 5 times. Super important, okay? You can change like then you remember paramount. You got that one. You can
Estaba
say,
intentando recordar esa palabra.
yes. You can say, for example, nowadays, or currently, actualmente. Nowadays, currently, it is a well-known fact that. Es un hecho muy conocido o sabido que technological skills are of paramount importance. Son de suma importancia. ¿Ok? Paramount importance. You got that one?
Yes.
Y lo opuesto a paramount era trifling, pero siempre el trifling lo usaba en estructuras negativas para decir que es importante. ¿Qué? Trifling significa de poca importancia. Mira, escúchame. Trifling significa de poca importancia. Y si yo te digo, esto no es de poca importancia, quiere decir que es importante. So you can say, currently, it is a well-known fact that technological skills are not trifling, matter, etc. Trifling.
Okay, Carlos, and paramount, it always go with importance, or you can say paramount, just
No,
paramount.
si tú dices is paramount, quiere decir que es importante, es very important, pero es de suma importancia, paramount importance.
Okay, not trifling.
It can be super important, you need to... Okay, en este caso dijiste, you need to have determination to do it great, ¿Recuerdas cuando llevamos expresiones jergas? On fleek, la expresión on fleek.
On fleek.
Yes. On fleek, which means perfectly done. Okay, so you can say you need to have determination to do it on fleek. On fleek. Okay. Whatever it takes, be successful. También cuando quieres tener éxito haciendo algo, puedes decir if you want to succeed in doing something, okay, succeed in doing something, tener éxito al hacer algo, okay. De nuevo dijiste to my mind, luego dijimos are paramount for the employees, son importantes para los empleados, genial. Wait, make my mind. So you can say, for example, cuando alguien te pregunta, ¿no? Para que tomes una decisión, tú de frente no vas a decir, well, I think. No, puedes empezar con unas expresiones para que suenes con más base. Por ejemplo, after weighing up the pros and cons. ¿Qué significa after weighing up the pros and cons? Luego de evaluar, de sopesar los pros y contras. Mira, luego de ver, de analizar los pros y contras. I would. Aquí puedes escoger muchas opciones. I would choose. I would pick out. I would opt for. Optaría por. Opt for. Okay? Yes?
Okay. Carlos, after weighing up, viene de weight.
Peso, de peso.
Pesar.
Yeah, de pesar, weight, de weight. So le agrego ing, weighing up. You got the one? After weighing out the pros and cons, I would choose, I would pick out, I would opt for, optaría por. Tenemos una expresión también que es to make up my mind, to make a decision. Okay? So you can say it's really, cuando no sabes qué decir, ¿no? It's really hard to make up my mind. But After weighing up the pros and cons, I would choose the first idea, the first option, the first image. ¿Ok? Puedes combinarla, ¿no? Aquí con esto también. Es muy difícil tomar una decisión. To make a decision, you know, to make up my mind. Uf, muy natural. Be careful, choose. Okay, next one here. Again, utilizaste la misma expresión, to my mind. Me parece genial que ya te la domines. En lugar de decir I think, es más natural decir un to my mind. Cuando hablas con alguien en inglés, no sé, es bien raro escuchar I think. Muy pocas veces dicen otras cosas. Ok. Luego hay que tener una diferencia entre perform. Luego lo hiciste genial. Perform y performance. Dijiste personality is super important to performs. No, es to perform. To perform nada más. Esto es el verbo. Y este es el noun. Okay? When you perform something on fleek, mira, listen. When you perform something on fleek, the performance is great. ¿Se entendió? On fleek, yes, perfectly done. Yes, good. Trifling, aquí podría ser trifling. De nuevo, también usaste de nuevo to my mind. Dijiste it must have en una parte. Podrías haber dicho debe de tener, puedes haber it's mandatory. Es obligatorio, it's mandatory. It's mandatory too. Okay? Or you can say you have to fulfill your obligation. ¿Te acuerdas de esa expresión? ¿Ok? Tienes que cumplir tus obligaciones. ¿Ok? Luego, genial, usaste un to be honest. ¿Ok? También puedes decir frankly. Francamente, frankly. Luego cometiste el segundo error en todo tu speech. No hubo ningún error excepto el primero, que fue con el internet have. Y el de aquí, a job make you to get bored. ¿Dónde está el error?
Makes you.
No, ok, puede ser it makes you, ok. It makes you to get bored. El error es aquí. No va con to. Make me. Nada más y el verbo de frente.
Ahí estaba pensando, no era boring tampoco, ¿no?
No, boring. Yes, ¿por qué? Mira, porque boring es que te produce aburrimiento y bore es que te pone aburrido. Entonces, el trabajo te pone aburrido. The make you get bored. Te aburre. ¿Ok? You got the one? Por ejemplo, feliz es happy, ¿cierto? Make me happy viene a ser hacerme feliz. Y cuando tú dices I get happy, me pongo feliz. Entonces si tú me dices it makes me get happy, ahí no dices que te hace feliz, dice que te hace ponerte feliz.
Okay.
En la anterior te hace ponerte aburrido. You see the difference?
Yes, but I could have said it may be boring.
It make you boring.
It may be boring.
Okay, it may be boring. Sí, eso podría ser aburrido porque produce aburrimiento. It may be boring. Pretty good. Aquí también. Estaba esperando que te dieras cuenta, pero lo dijiste bien, dijiste people should work as long as they can. Yep.
Yes.
Well, instead of saying as long as, I told you two expressions. Do you remember? Do you have recollection of those expressions? Two, providing or provided that, en lugar de decir as long as. Well, people should work provided that they can. People should work providing they can. Yep. Y la última, que a veces lucido, cuando dijiste no veo nada de malo, ¿cierto? En que las personas trabajen. Podrías haber dicho I have no objection to people. I have no objection to people who want to work. You see my point here? I have no objection or I see no objection. I see no objection. ¿Ok? Entonces no veo nada de malo. ¿Ok? También te acuerdas la expresión there is no harm in doing something. No hay nada de malo en hacer algo. So there is no harm in letting all people work. Letting all people work. Provided they can. No hay nada de malo en dejar que las personas ancianas trabajen, siempre y cuando ellas puedan, ¿no? There is no harm in letting people work, providing they can. You can use this expression, ¿ok? Tenemos que seguir acostumbrándonos. What else? Y aquí un pequeño error de pronunciación. Edad, ¿cómo se dice edad?
Age.
Age y edades.
Ages.
Ages. Dijiste ages. Ages. Dije, what is that? Ages. Ages. Okay?
Okay.
That's all your feedback. Performance. General tienes un 7 de 10. Lo has hecho bien, pero lo podrías haber hecho mejor. Mejor lo hubieras podido haber hecho. Ok. That was great. Vamos a seguir practicando, nos queda un poco de tiempo. Tampoco me incluiste expresiones que aprendimos del trabajo. Por ejemplo, en la última parte, por ejemplo, que hablamos de employees, well, if they work 24/7, you can say, I don't want to open the can of worms, but I have no objection to people working in public space when they are old, etc. ¿Ok? Tratemos de incluir estas expresiones que se usan en la oficina. ¿Ok? Mayormente usamos eso. Okay, let's go on here. 1 second here. Vista previa, reported speech. Yep. Hicimos contigo los acrónimos. No, right? Yep.
No.
Yeah, expresiones. Falsos anglicismos. Ok, ¿cuál quieres? ¿Falsos anglicismos o abreviaturas?
Fútil. Abreviaturas.
Abreviaturas. Empecemos. Esto mayormente lo vemos en el trabajo, ¿no? 20 abreviaturas en inglés que debes conocer. ASAP. ¿Qué cosa es ASAP?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Ok. Entonces, vamos a repasar las más usadas. Ok. Empezamos aquí. ASAP. As soon as possible. Lo antes posible. FYI. For your information. Para tu información. BTW. By the way. Por cierto. CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, OMW, on my way. ATM, at the moment. AKA, también conocido como, the fact is frequently asked question, the ETA, estimated time of arrival, TBD and TBC. Okay? To be continued, to be confirmed. Por ejemplo, aquí podemos ver un correo, ¿no? Hi Philip, welcome back. I hope you had a nice day. FYI, ¿qué significa FYI?
For your information.
We have a meeting with the
CEO.
The CEO, el jefazo máximo, el Chief Executive Officer, a.k.a. The Monster, conocido como el
Monstruo.
Later on, we still don't know her ETA.
ETA.
Estimated time of
Arrival.
But I thought we should stop prepping for a usual fax ASAP. No, mira, para tu información tendremos una reunión con el jefe máximo, también conocido como el monstruo. No sabemos su hora aproximada de llegada, pero pensé que deberíamos estar preparándonos para las usuales preguntas frecuentes tan pronto como sea posible. ¿Ok? Aquí tenemos más conversaciones, como por ejemplo, I'm on my way, you few notes from the last meeting, some points are still TBC, to be confirmed, para ser confirmadas, but that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, by the way, I'm going to grab some coffee. Entonces aquí te he puesto las mayorías de abreviaturas más usadas, ¿ok? Tú tienes acceso a la plataforma, me avisas, o si no, te lo puedo enviar por una PPT o PDF. ¿Ok?
Perfecto.
Son las que más usamos. Aquí hay ejemplos, ¿no? Que usamos BC, before Jesus. And this one, I think, who, por ejemplo, tienes que aprender sí o sí cuando vemos las news. Por ejemplo, la OMS, en Estados Unidos, la WHO, the World Health Organization. The BBC is the British Broadcasting Corporation. The ONU is the UN. The UE is the EU, the European Union. La OTAN is NATO. ONG, NGO. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
So, aquí te he puesto ejemplos para que los leas. Igual, following the who's advice, must are mandatory. ¿Qué era mandatory? Ya lo vimos hace poco.
Must.
A must, obligatorios. Ok, indoors. Entonces aquí te he puesto muchos ejemplos. Si no tienes acceso, hazme a recordar para enviártelo por PDF. O si gustas, te lo mando por PDF. ¿Ok?
Okay.
La próxima clase vamos a tener expresiones así como I have no hesitation, que es mañana. Y
Okay.
vamos a tener otro speaking, pero ahora lo vas a hacer conmigo. Vamos a tener
Okay.
una conversación. ¿Ok? So, any
Okay,
questions?
Carlos.
Tell me.
Yes, I will be traveling on Thursday, so
Okay, we can postpone the lesson if you want.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, for next Monday.
Okay, tomorrow, do you want to have
Tomorrow, yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow you can have the class.
Okay, that's great. Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.